When do I reach out to my ex after my breakup? I just got this question and I'm going to answer it right now. By the way, if you need any help, hit my profile for coaching. So this is probably one of the most common questions, top 5. I know I say that a lot. I make a lot of videos about those questions. Basically, when do you reach out? It really, really depends. And that's why I say do coaching with me. It's, again, I'm not sure. I know it sounds salesy as fuck. I'm sorry. But the idea is there are so many different ways and intricacies that your relationship and your breakup have that if you navigate it incorrectly, you could think one thing's good and one thing's bad almost instantly. So, and I've helped so many people over the years just make a bit of a mindset shift and then say, okay, do you know why I told you to do that and not this? They're like, oh yeah, now I understand. That's the point, right? So if you get dumped and they just like ghost you now, you don't reach out. If you guys are in contact and they're like, hey, you know what? Unless, by the way, this is a caveat. If you want to move on, by the way, right? If you want to move on, that's completely fine. Like go do you, right? If you don't want your ex back, that's fine. That's cool. But if you do, and you feel like maybe you screwed up some stuff and you're like, okay, like I want to fix it. If you're in contact with your ex and you're doing the texting thing, you're kind of going back and forth, but it's not really going anywhere. You want to set a very specific, you want to set a boundary, but you want to do it in a specific way. You basically want to say, look, you know I love you. You know I care for you because your ex will test the shit out of you during your breakup. They will be all over the place. And they're going to test your fortitude a lot. So you want to say, you know I love you. You know I care for you. You know I want to work things out, etc., etc. But we can't just be chit-chatting like we're friends. I want to go slow if that's, that's cool with me, if that's cool with you. But until then, I don't want to be chit-chatting. I don't want to be texting unless you have kids or anything like that, some sort of obligation. That's how you want to handle that. Because when you set that boundary, right, it's communicating to them, first of all, that you have some balls, that you have a spine, because you're not going to be walked all over. You're not begging, right? And that creates attraction and respect. But secondly, you're communicating to them what you want, which spiritually, if you look at that chart, a lot of people have a lot of fear. Fear paralyzes you. It doesn't, when you have fear in your brain, you don't take actions. You just kind of, you're like a deer in the headlights, right? So you want to have the courage to put that boundary there, and whatever happens, happens. Okay? If they end up letting you go, so fucking what, right? That's the idea. So when you set that boundary, you're communicating your strength. You're communicating what you want, which still matters. And then from there, you're good to go, okay? So if you need any help, let me know. And again, reach out to me because the subtleties, the devil is in the details. I can't speak today. The devil's in the details, guys. Love yourselves. Start with courage.